They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Rodgers. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. The 20. Touchdown, Giants! Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first is Wentz. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This is caught. It's Boyd. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So that'll back him up 5. On play action, Rodgers. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Rodgers. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way down to the 5. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown! That's caught. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Giants have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Tackle made there by B.A.White.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Rodgers. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the back?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Harris to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Wentz. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now Wentz.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Wentz.
Into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw here into the hands of Boyd. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On play action, now Rodgers looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Play action. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard